Hey, listen, thanks so much for dropping by. If there's anybody on there yet, I don't know, but there is. Thank you so much. Big shout out to everybody who's been following the channel because it's just unreal, and I
So
really
much
appreciate it. Yeah, so we're doing the blue moon reading for Sidereal astrology.
13 sign. And if you joined us earlier, we had a live episode earlier today where we did the first 7 signs, inclusive of Ophiuchus. So now we have, let's see, what is it? We have Aquarius through Cancer, the next 6 signs to go. We're going to wrap that up this evening. Here we go. Hi there.
Close. Get in there close.
Aquarius. All right. For tomorrow and the next 4, 5, 6 days, I'm seeing butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Thank you. Hold that up. So like a lot of us, I see you going through a bit of a transformation, which you've probably already started is my guess. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next 2 cards. Give us a fuller look at that. Okay. So we have transformation is beautiful, followed by a few days later, skunk spirit. Know your worth. I see this as a transformation of you into the beautiful butterfly that you are with the gifts that you have to bring. I'm seeing that in most of the signs. And knowing your worth is about you, literally that, recognizing your worth and your value. Everything is an energy for energy exchange, right? Turtle spirit at the end. So like the first week of September going into the new moon, slow and steady wins the race. So what that means to me is take a minute. I know everything seems urgent. I know you're ready to roll. I know you're ready to go, but you know what? It's not going to hurt to take a few hours, a few days, and really kind of look over what it is that you're sharing with the world. That is your creative being. I love you very much. That's for our Aquarians.
And let's give them a date. So this is Sidereal.
Oh yes,
right?
I'm so sorry.
13 signs, and just bear with us, right? Because we think this is the way to go.
Okay,
honestly.
so this is for, so sorry, Aquarius. This is for 13 signs Sidereal, which would put your birthday at February 16th through March 11th.
Okay, so I got that. We're going to do all of them. We did some earlier. I'm going to try to drop those videos. Okay, so you ready? My cards I'm using Sirian StarSeed deck. And, oh, sweet. Everybody has just crushed on readings here. Okay, so what you guys have is the Chariot. Now, what I love about the Chariot is, if you don't know already, I'm showing YouTube at the same time. Sorry, guys. If you don't know, that's victory. It's instant success. And for me, the Chariot, as it goes in all directions, but it can go any place it wants to instantaneously, right? So this is just total victory for me, right, for you guys. The next thing is the Seeker of Orbs, right? The Seeker of Orbs. Can you see that? I'm going to show this down here too. Sorry about that. Cool. You know, for me, so this is all that work we've all kind of been doing. This mental work, right? This trying to break through all the ascension symptoms, the doubt, all the different things, all the challenges that we've been put up with, right? So this just shows that you've been seeking your inner work, and it's with your attainment, right? So you're just there. And then the last one is reason, which I love that, right? So it's kind of just like this, right? If you think about it, right? You're striving, you're reaching, and look what you wound up, right? Look where you wind up.
I can see them matching up too with what I laid down here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of positive energy here, because this is all really about the ascension, right? So you're guaranteed victory. So you can do whatever you want to. No, I'm just kidding. You can't do that. But you see what I'm saying? You got automatic victory, right? And you really have. You've been the seeker. And look where you're at now, right? So
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, awesome
Aquarius.
read for you guys. Thank you so much. I see a lot of people on there. I appreciate it. So who's next?
Okay, next up we have, and I will say it up front this time. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Next up is Pisces. Pisces, 13 sign Sidereal says your birthday is March 12th through April 18th, and you have about a 38-day span there. This is Pisces,
Okay.
born April 12th through April 18th. Beautiful Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. Let's mix up the cards. Here we go until they tell me to stop. And all right.
Let's go.
1, 2.
Get your little face in here. She's
3.
in here a little bit. She's so cute, and then she's way over there, right?
All right. We start out this full moon and the energies for the days following with Dove Spirit. Be peace. Be peace. And I'm not going to comment on that quite yet. I'm going to look at these other 2 cards, okay? It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy, but let's take a deeper look. Reminiscent of 2 of our earlier signs today, the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Seems we have a lot of you at a time to collaborate. Okay, and then one more. We have Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. I'm getting a really common thread in the readings that we've done today regarding all of you as a collective, a lot of you having a gift to offer, somewhat like what we're doing. Maybe it isn't that, maybe it's not tarot reading, maybe it's
tarot reading on TikTok, maybe not, but maybe
it could
we
be a
know.
multitude of creative endeavors, but the point is you have something within you to share with the world, and everybody seems to be getting a lot of this. So the peace, now when I look at that again, I see be peace with the Dove Spirit, as far as be at peace with who you are and what it is that you're doing, and go for it. And it is time to collaborate, as many others had as well. I think there's a lot of us out there that should be collaborating together, because we're bringing about a similar message, but in our own unique ways. And the Badger Spirit is be fearless and bold, which is basically what a lot of others have gotten as well, is be yourself, be fearless. Now is the time.
Yeah, for sure. So is that, am I up? Okay, I'm up. I'm going to use the, I'm not exactly sure. I'm sorry. This is class I want to go live. I don't know how that works exactly. So let me look at that and see. I apologize on that.
We'll get better.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So anyway, it's about the reading, right? It's about the energy. We have the blue moon, Ascension energies coming in. We're doing Pisces. She gave you the date. Would you give the dates?
Yes, Pisces under 13 sign. You guys are going to be born March 12th through April 18th. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I'm going to throw those up for your observation. Just
okay. So I'm going to start off with the 8 of orbs. Okay. So the 8 of orbs is really being up in our heads, right? And just really being focused and maybe looking at just all the challenges, right? So, Pisces. So if you've had some challenges, this is what that's all about. But this is also a breakthrough card, right? And as you've gone through this mental work, it's turned into, right, the 3 of crystals. And that's just good quality work. That's just what that card always means. Look at that. You've got the storefront out there, the Trinity. You've got your wares because you've done your work. And is a lot of energy. Yeah, as Jennifer was just saying earlier, right? You're bringing something, right? You're bringing something to the table. Now, this next card, if you're looking for love, there is the Lover's card right there. Now, I know a lot of people say this means choice, and it does, right? But for me, look at that. It says the Lovers. It means the Lovers, right? So I don't know if you're looking for love or not, but this is a really good omen for that. We have our own thing, we're twin flames. We also have,
and we'll talk more.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. But it's about perfect matches, right? Divine counterparts. And that goes for everybody who's watching this. If you're looking for love one way or the other, even if your mind says you're not.
Speaking of, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but tomorrow we will be launching our first Twin Talk session. where we will just actually sit around and shoot the breeze, and we'll have a different topic every time. First one will be twin flames. Everybody's talking about twin flames. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
Let's
about
talk about some aspects
it.
of it. Okay,
It.
let's move on to our next beautiful sign, which is going to be Aries. Aries, you Rams. And in Sidereal 13 sign, that deems that you are born April 19th through May 13th. April 19th through May 13th, Aries. Oh, go ahead and pull it, they say. Okay. Well, I can't do that yet. Hold on.
It's root beer.
One second. I got to get everybody in the mix. Hold on.
Okay, so we're Aries. This is Aries.
This
Sidereal,
is
13
Aries,
signs.
and
If you
this
just joined us, thank you
is
so much.
April 19th
Smash
through
that
May 13 birthdays.
Would you?
All right. And let's go. We have, well, I'd say that's a trending one for me today. Bee Spirit.
Talk about that.
Followed by elephant spirit, followed by dog. So we literally start out with bee. That's not the first time that bee has shown up today. In fact, I must say 3.
Yeah, at least 3.
I've got several that I think are going for 3. And in an opening position for the time right after the full moon, right?
There you go.
And again, so sorry, sweet results await. I see this for the folks that have already put the energy and time into some works that are maybe just now starting to manifest, come more into fruition, even become profitable, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I hate to say that.
Pre-abundance, like I say.
Exactly. And then we've had others today that seem to be, they come into that more going into the new moon. So anyway, that's interesting. And then in the middle here during this time, end of August, maybe very beginning of September, elephant spirit, learn from the past. So learn from the past.
Perfect.
I think that for me, that kind of just, well, let's go ahead and finish and then we'll take a look. Dog spirit wraps it up for like more of the beginning up to the new moon on the 6th, I believe. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, there we go. That's all I kind of needed. You've learned from the past. You've already done, the one definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You're not going to do that anymore. And for me, this is what this means for you. Not just obviously lessons learned from the past, and you're not going to be taken advantage of, and you're learning your value and all those things, while at the same time being allowed to allow yourself to make the mistakes that you can learn from. But at the same time, I really feel like it's saying, don't keep doing the same thing over again, expecting different results, and be loyal to what it is that you love. Be loyal to yourself, to thine own self, be true. Okay?
Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay. So I'm going to follow up on that.
And that is for Aries.
Okay, Aries. So Sidereal. We'll let her give you the dates one more time. We're going to do
April 19th through May 13 birthdays. 13 signs Sidereal, in case you're going, wait a minute.
Okay, I'm going to kind of go the same route here. So you're starting off with the 5 of orbs, which is the 5 of swords, typically, right? And
cool card.
Typically, what that's going to say is that you, as you can see, it's a darker card, right? So you've been challenged, as our last rating had, especially this kind of this dark night of the soul type of energy, right? But we've all done that, and we've done it repeatedly, because we're not just doing energy for ourselves, we're doing it for others as well, and ancestries, right? So you feel like you're doing something over and over. That's why. And if you think, now I've already cleared this once, and you do it again, it could be backdating somebody else's bullshit, right? But having gone through this, right, this is amazing, right? So you go from there, right? You have the ace now, right? So you've gone from this clutter to the ace, and you wind up with the master. So Aries is very air sign, right?
Fire sign.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you're thinking of Aquarius.
Yeah, sorry. But this entire reading for Aries has obviously, it's all been in your head, right? So this is where you're going.
Mental.
Right, mental. So all that work is getting ready to pay off, and you've learned to master that. And that's a great job, regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I got.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome, guys. Let's move right into Taurus. Taurus people under 13 signs sidereal, you are born May 14th through June 19th. May 14th through June 19th would put you at Taurus. And, oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I gotta move over here. See here. Yep. There we go.
Thank you. And Taurus, I have White Raven Spirit, followed by the Porcupine, followed by Crow. First time these guys have shown up today, so let's see what we've got. No, I think White Raven came up one other time. But I think we still have a common theme here because we have White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic, number 66, very healing number. I love those sixes, actually. And that it truly is a healing number, right? It's part of what it represents. And I also see that as the magic. And I think you all know who you are because you may have been literally taking a look at magic, literally. Or if not literally, then, just representing the magic that you understand that you have within you to become who it is that you came to be.
Nice.
Followed by Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. Well, for me, that kind of jumps out again and says, and we had this, not this card, but the same kind of idea with someone else's reading, but it made me think, be the blank slate. If you can, remove everything you know and be the fool, right? Be the adventurer, be curious. Curiosities. I love them. Curiosities. Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. I love this. So trust in the magic, time for a beginner's mind, co-create with Spirit. Awesome. I don't think I need to say too much more to Tauruses. That's beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to jump in. It's a he said, she said. I don't know if you guys figured that out yet or not.
Is Taurus
That's right.
a word?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, so I'm going to do, as I said, you want to give them the dates again? For Taurus, 13 sign. Here's your date, birth dates.
May 14th through June 19th.
May 14th to June 19th. If your birthday is in that time, that makes you Taurus in the 13 signs, okay? So take a look at that. We've been doing it for several months, and it's just a huge difference, right? It really is. If we're going to use these energies, then we need to be accurate on this. Crush. Okay.
I've seen, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So we have what we call, coining this phrase, trending energies, right? We have trending energies. And we've done this throughout these readings too. And here it is again. Let's go with I'm going to start with the Three of Swords, right? I always start with bad news, good news, right? And this is kind of in a past. You've got it's not a tower, but there's a lot of heartbreak here and hurt and deception and just a lot of things that you didn't deserve. Let me say that. And that's what I feel about this. And maybe even felt defeated at times. But here's what I want you to know is that passion is coming. If you haven't felt the fire already, you will feel the fire, right? And for me, now this is metal, but it's typically wooden, right? So this would be like a wand, right? And I always call that like the clone of the tree of life, right? You don't want money, you don't want this, you want a clone of the tree of life, right? You got it all, you got that. And this is what that is. This is absolutely pure fire energy. Beautiful. And of course, we're talking about the Ascension energies and what's going on with all that kind of stuff.
I know I've seen her come out at least once.
And I literally pulled the Ascension card. So that's on your horizon. That's happening. That's boo.
That's boo-boo.
So that's happening as a whole. But as far as time frames, let's maybe like you've done your work.
I do apologize, Miss Baron Reed. Colette Baron Reed. The Spirit Animal Oracle deck is what I'm using today, folks. And aren't they just beautiful? We are putting links below to quite a few things, to everything from sidereal astrology versus tropical to, you can pick up cards below, etc. So
All right,
bear with us.
What do we
Okay?
have next? What's that?
We
What's up?
have,
What's up?
we
We're gonna do some free readings too. Maybe tomorrow. We're not sure about that.
well, yeah, we're definitely gonna start the twin talk tomorrow. I
Yeah,
think
we're
everybody
doing
wants to sesh
okay,
out
we're doing
with
it
us.
tomorrow.
All right, we just did Taurus. Gemini, you are up next. Gemini, your birthday's live.
Here we go.
June 20th through July 20th.
Here we go.
Under 13 signs Sidereal.
This
And
is
what
great. I'll have a good time with you.
I
Okay.
I hope y'all are having fun.
No, they are. Looks like they are.
I mean, we're
Waving.
very serious
Hey,
about
it's
this,
fun.
but at the same time,
You know, we're very serious about it.
Hey,
Listen, man, we got 18
enjoy
years getting our
life,
ass
right?
kicked. How serious we are about this shit.
okay, we have moth spirit, surrender now. I believe that came up once earlier. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture, and koi fish also making a second appearance. There is always enough. So the first thing I see for you, Geminis, right after the full moon or around about that time, right, is the moth spirit. Surrender now. Someone else had this as well. I'm going to say probably the same things almost as I said to them. Okay. Followed by see the big picture. This is going to be more around your end of August, maybe very beginning of September, going before the new moon, right? And then getting closer to that new moon is the koi fish spirit. There's always enough, always enough. So what this says to me is surrender all of your fears, surrender all of your doubts. Right now, surrender it over to the universe, to the plan. Okay, just surrender, just give up. See the big picture is what you're then going to be able to do once you have absolutely surrendered, is kind of hover above, be the observer, get the bigger picture, and then you will know that peace, if you will, of there is always enough, especially for those of you, for those of us who have struggled, especially financially, or really in other ways where you think that, yeah,
it's part of this.
Honestly, in all ways, there
is
is always enough and you will be taken care of.
All right, so we'll repeat this every time for each sign.
This is for Gemini, born June 20th through July 20th, 13 signs Sidereal.
Wow. Okay.
Sidereal.
Listen, man, everybody's reading has crushed.
Yeah, my goodness.
And you just gave them the dates?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I'll give them again. June 20th through July 20th. And that is for Geminis.
Okay, Geminis, check this out, right? First of all, you get the great wheel, right? That's the wheel of fortune. It's the great wheel. I love it. I always see it as positive, right? And if you can see that, right, that's like the atoms and the basics in there, which are quarks, right? In the center of that thing, little dudes called quarks, right? Reflective of light. But that's the first card. This is extremely positive card. Next, you go with guidance, right? Trust your inner guidance, right? It's faded. You're doing a great job. You've been trusting your guidance regardless, right? Regardless what the world has shown you. I'm feeling this pretty strong here.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the world has shown you, you still followed your heart anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Huh? How about that? And this is, I don't know how many times I'm going to pull this card today, right? The Lover's card, right? So as I said the last reading and a couple of them before that, I don't know if you're looking for love.
And we're shuffling these cards.
Yeah,
guys.
I promise. I swear I am. I spent a lot of time shuffling these actually. And anyway, so a lot of people call this a choice card. It can be, but I really always think of this as a lover's card because it says the lovers.
Lovers.
Right? I mean, come on, that's silly.
And
not
come
to,
on,
right?
we're in that environment.
Yeah.
We're in that energy right now anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly, right?
sometimes, we are at that point.
Yeah, we are at that point. So how kick-ass is this? It's faded. You've done the work, and somebody or someone is coming in your future, right? So I feel really good about that. I mean, that's just good things in general, right?
Yeah.
That's just good things in general. So that was awesome. Thank you very much, you guys, for that. And I see you guys. Thanks so much for your heys and your hellos and your thank yous and your just join.
I'm still not used to seeing that stuff either. I'm going to have to get better at
You
that.
made me wear I can't wear my glasses, man. I was trying to be cool, right? Wear my sunglasses.
Hello.
But I can't do that, right?
Oscar, I think I see.
And nice, yeah. Divine Mission 13. What's going on? I see you. What's going on?
Sorry, we're
Uh,
can't see.
Ego Akasindro. I don't know if I can read that directly or not. But listen, we'll see you guys. And we appreciate you hanging out
And
with us on
thank
Saturday
you.
night.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, seriously, guys. We're having a good time.
We have one more left.
One more left.
We have Cancer.
Okay.
Cancer.
Sidereal, 13 signs. If you're just joining us, we're going to do that. Hey,
And
Jim.
under 13 signs, sidereal cancers, that actually puts you born July 21st through August 9th. July 21st through August 9th.
And just to let you know, tomorrow we're going to go live and answer a lot of twin flame.
Yeah, we're going to have our
Ascension.
first twin talk session.
Yeah, twin talk.
It's going to be
Twin
fun.
talk. Isn't that cute? That's the cutest thing. But we're going to answer any questions you have about Ascension. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on there about Ascension, including me going on TikTok saying shit. Right?
Cancers, you are again born July 21st
Nice.
through August 9th. I'm still doing, I'm making sure I really shuffle these babies. Good. Okay. And
we got trending.
but it came out anyway. Had to make another appearance. Had to make one more appearance before we wrapped it up. We start out with butterfly. Transformation is beautiful. We did have that in someone reading earlier. Someone we just did a few readings ago, and I apologize, I can't remember exactly. Then we go to owl. Jennifer, speak correctly here. Owl spirit. You see clearly now. I can see clearly now. Followed up, going into the new moon with Panther spirit. Reclaim your power. So guys, again, transformation is beautiful. Everything that you've been going through and have gone through, I have a feeling for most of you for a while now. Others maybe not as long. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Wherever you're at, followed by everything is starting to become clearer. I do think you are starting to see the big picture of why you've gone through what you've gone through up to this point and what you may still have in front of you too, right? But I will tell you the good news is everything's speeding up. So if you are going through some of the beginnings of this right now, it's going to be a very quick and awakening, right? Ending with reclaim your power. So you're reclaiming your power going into the new moon. That's beautiful. So you're kind of quickly stepping through a transformation, seeing, observing what that's all about, and then reclaiming who you are. Beautiful.
Okay, so this is Cancer, last sign, 16 signs. Did we go into rotation again?
Not yet.
And I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know how many people's on here exactly. But I don't know if you know this or not. But the reason why we're especially looking at this is not to get into a debate between astrology.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's because literally the rotation of the Earth and the placement of the zodiac every, call it 26,000 years or so, right, is it's a huge difference. And so we'll talk a little more about that, but just bear with us. Remember those
And the whole
days.
point is to pull on the energies that are available to
and
you.
avoid the ones that suck.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so give them the dates one more time, and I'm going to pull my 3 Cancer cards.
Okay, these dates are
Boom.
for Cancers born July 21st through August 9th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Little different.
Okay, interesting. So the energies I'm picking up for you guys that are especially watching this, right? This is where this was honed into. I've got the reflection card. Okay, it's kind of like the Hermit. See that? That's a divine card.
It really is.
To me, that's where you've
You're
really
going
gone
deep
inside.
Sorry.
You probably had some
Sorry to interrupt, but I see
solitude.
that. You're going deep inside Cancers. Deep inside one
Get
side.
on my card. Read
Sorry.
She also, I'll tell you what, yeah. Okay, so anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, reflection. So going back to the Hermit, right? So you've looked inside, and we've all been in the Hermit mode, right? Really, I mean, we have, like, for the last year, it's just really been insane. And then you have the 7 of Chalices, right? Now, a lot of people say that's delusion or illusion. I don't necessarily read it that way personally. I see this as choices, right? But not only choices, but now's a good time. You've done the work. Listen, you've got the light of the universe right there, right? Now then, what is all that work? What is in that, right? So for me, for you guys, this is telling me focus. Take a look. Sorry. You've already looked inside. Now start looking outside a little bit and focus and say, which one of these cups is it that was going to bring me the most joy?
Nice.
Or, you can take more than one cup, right? It's encouraged. So have more than one cup. But take a second, use your focus on this, because you're turning away, right? You've worked through this. You've got choices now, right? You've got choices. And sorry. And now you're walking away. We all are. We're walking away from our old lives, the old way we used to be, the old earth, all those things, right? So you've done a lot, especially you guys, you Cancers that are on here. I can see you've done a lot of internal work. And, the advice there would be really just to, let it go. Look at, you've done the inside work, right? Look at that light and say, what fires me up, right? What's going to set me on fire, right? You might be sitting on YouTube at Nestle on Saturday night with a little gal like this.
I'm just going to say one more quick thing. We're going to let you folks go for this evening is that, and I guess we should have said this up front, but I know one of the prayers, meditations, prayers, what have you, one of the things that I declare and the energies that I put out prior to every one of these readings is that they are specifically focused on those of you who are actually viewing. Obviously, with us starting out new, there's probably not a whole ton of you yet. But those that are coming in on the beginning, I ask my spirit guides and angels to kind of reach out there and grab your energy. So it's interesting because the interesting thing about readings is it seems like all of our signs had a lot of similarities. And I think that's because it is reaching out to the crowd as a whole, which may not be huge quite yet. And so that's really awesome. Thank you for participating. We love you very much. This has been exciting to do our first live reading, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
I gotta say hello, say hi to Oscar Hill.
Hi, Oscar.
See y'all good energy. Hey, we appreciate y'all for sure.
Yeah.
So what else? So tomorrow night we're gonna do some live readings. We're also gonna talk about twin flame.
Yeah, we're gonna do our first twin talk. We're gonna do a twin talk. And I'm not sure what all else tomorrow. So, we will be doing an overall collective energy reading for the new moon, full moon, Sturgeon moon that is appearing tomorrow, very, very, very early morning, actually. But we'll be doing that for tomorrow night and talk a little bit more about that.
And think about if you have some questions, put a couple things together. We have our own. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, absolutely. I'm just agreeing.
So we talk
I'm just saying, what he's saying.
What she said, what we said, anyway. So anyway, we're gonna we'll check you guys later. Check the rewind on this if you can.
And thanks for bearing with us. I know we both know that it's obvious in ways that maybe we don't even know.
Thank you very much.
That we need a little more experience on here. We love you.
Hey, we're pretty comfortable with who we are and what we're doing now. We want you guys to do the same thing. And you really are crushing when it comes to Ascension and all that kind of stuff. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's if you the kind of behind the scenes. I mean, I know what it looks like, right? I think that all the time. I'm like, holy shit, are we the best everybody's got? I'm talking about us in general, right? People, right? I mean, the light worker community is like, man, but you know what? Really are, man, badasses, right? Straight up. I want to talk to you more about that, but we won't do that tonight.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our first live day.
Give Boy a big kiss. Say, what do you say? All right. Hey, see y'all later. Bye. Had 22 viewers. It said we had a bunch of likes, but I don't know. Or maybe it hadn't even shown up yet. Oh, sorry I killed that stream.